Okay, hey guys, sorry if you're hearing like a lot of wind right now. Today has automatically been a very windy day. Wait, no, not automatically. All of a sudden, sorry. And anyways, I'm sorry for not making videos for like the past few days because I've gotten really lazy and the spacing on my tablet kind of gets annoying to make a video then have the problems of having to not do it and try to do something else because it took up too much space, and then your tablet's full of space. Not full of space, out of space, and yeah. So, I'm trying to not do as many drawing tutorials until next week, because next week there will be a solution coming, but I'm not going to tell you guys until next week. So, yeah. So, hopefully this video comes out on Saturday, and anyways. Today's video will be coloring fire. Yeah, I was going to show how to color the entire picture, but that was going to be too long. Ready? Alright, so, first things first, I've realized that initially this drawing was done yesterday, but I thought it would have been a nice thing to do for today's video, but what I realized was that you might not know how to draw it. So let me just give you a quick down low on how I draw fire. And remember, this is not the only way to color fire, and if I'm being very correct, this is not the only way I color fire. Now, I used to do fire like this, and that was just fire, which basically it's the same thing, but not exactly. What I do now, I do very thin and wispy lines. Of course, this is a marker right now, but yeah. And try not to make them really curved, but I do wispy thin lines. So, if you're someone who doesn't have a very steady hand, this is the perfect thing for you. And if you do have a steady hand and it's just kind of weird for you, first things first, don't put your hand on the paper, because when you put your hand on the paper, your lines are going to come out somewhat perfect, and you don't want perfect lines for this. So, what I recommend you should do, hoist your hand high above the paper and just pull your marker down. And of course, be somewhat fearful. When you're fearful, your lines don't come out very straight, and they come out somewhat sketchy, and that's kind of what we want for this effect. So, yeah, that's basically how I draw fire. Now that we've gotten the drawing part out of the way, let's deal with coloring. Now, this way of coloring it is just the way I use for my pencil crayons. I have other ways with pencil crayons, but this is my favorite pencil crayon way. I have a marker way as well, but I may do that for our next video, probably Sunday's video. But yeah, alright. So what I do first, I lay down a base color, which is a yellow. But I don't actually make it very dark. I try my best to make it as pale as possible. And for the sake of this video and the time that it will take for this entire video, being that I tend to take a very long time to do simple stuff, I'm going to try to color this as quickly as possible. I've also realized that when I pause the camera, it kind of gives this odd effect, and I'm not that huge a fan of it. So yeah. Alright, let's get out with this. Yeah, I'm just trying to get over, not really over, but in with all of this as quickly as possible. Alright, so now that that portion is over, wait, best I should tell you what colors you're going to need first. Hopefully you can see this. I remember you could have saw in our head, so yeah. You're going to need a yellow crayon, any type will work. A light orange crayon. These come in Crayola crayons, but not the, I don't think they come in the 12 packs. It's probably like in 24s and above. But this is a light, wait, not light, sorry, what do they call it? Yellow orange, yeah, sorry. A yellow orange and just an orange. So, now that we've gotten the colors out of the way, when you're finished with your yellow and you've covered your entire area of fire, what you should do next is get your yellow-orange crayon. When I say yellow-orange, it sounds like I'm talking about like a specific, it sounds like I'm saying two different colors. But anyways, and you can color somewhat darker with this one, but not very dark, because this is not the final tone. So try to make it somewhat blend in. Okay, let me try to simplify this. When you're at the tips of the fire, try making it brighter. Not really brighter, but darker. Put more energy in the tips of the fire. Okay, I'm sorry, there's something underneath the paper and I don't know what exactly it is. Seems like it's just moving across, but anyways. Alright, so, and what the lower you go, the paler or the lighter or the less energy you put into it. So yeah. Alright, I really don't want to make this video too long, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pause the camera right now, and when I'm finished with this portion of it, I'll come back to you guys and I'll do the orange. Oh yeah, quick tip. I said go with more energy at the tips, but something I just remembered that might be against what I just said. When you're going with more energy, try not to burnish at the tips, being that you're going to use 3 colors and the third color that you're using will be at the tip. And when you burnish, it's harder to add colors and make a blend with them. So sorry if you already started burnishing, but yeah, try not to burnish, because trust me, burnishing and this entire technique will not work. Well, no, it depends. When you're doing the final color, then burnishing will be okay, because you're gonna need to burnish, being that the colors kind of bring about a little waxiness to them. But yeah. Alright, back to pausing the camera. Alright, so I'm back. If you got tired throughout this entire moment, like throughout coloring this, of course you could have always paused the video when I paused the camera, but if you yourself got tired while I did this, you can always stop here, because, not stop the video, that's not right. I mean, you could always stop your picture here. You can continue watching the video, of course, but you can always stop, you can always stop coloring here, because in some small way, this kinda does still look like fire, but it just doesn't have, to me at least, it doesn't have the same effect as it did, or at least as it should. So, sorry for any sounds you're hearing, like, because I didn't properly take out what I needed for this video. This is happening right now. So yeah. So, ready. Time for the orange. Now the orange crayon, to me, is the best part, because it's the part that actually adds the fire effect to it. So, start from the tips, because being that if your hands aren't steady, it's best you start from the tips, or it's best you start from it's best you start from the tips no matter what. Because when you start from the tips, then you can slowly get paler and try to blend the oranges, which is how you get this little effect right over here. So yeah. By the way, guys, I wanted to make a new intro, but most likely you'll see that new intro next week. Being that next week's when everything's gonna get better at least I hope next week's when everything's gonna get better for this channel, because one, I haven't made videos in a while, mainly because of my spacing issue, and I don't have anywhere. I have a memory card, yeah, I have a memory card, but being that it's still my personal device, I'd need to go and get a next memory card if I wanted to do all of this, which of course that's not the main thing, but I'm gonna get a next memory card, so it won't be as bad. I could actually do like 2 videos on a full memory card that won't have my personal stuff on it, and yeah, I could just switch the memory cards whenever I'm gonna do my video and switch them out back, which technically is what I do, yet what I do is that I switch it with the one that's in my phone, which is not very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, as you've just seen, I made a mistake. Dun dun dun. Anyways, okay, sad. I'm sad. I'm sorry. Anyways, so yeah. Also, one more reason why I haven't been doing many videos is because I'm kind of running out of ideas. Yeah, because to make videos, you kind of need to know what to do, if you know what I mean. So if you don't know what to do, then what exactly will you do on your video? Yeah. So, if you guys don't mind, please leave a comment tell me what you think I should do for next week's video, for tomorrow's video. And yeah, by the way, about the second to last week in August, I'm not exactly sure when, but about that time, you will not be seeing videos on Saturdays. Well, no, you might see a Saturday video, but you will not be seeing videos on Wednesdays anymore, because school's gonna start back, and I kind of want to get back to the way it was, to the old Sunday videos, and possibly Saturdays. I'm not exactly sure about the Saturdays, but the Sunday videos will remain, because Sunday is kind of the day I have more freedom, in a way. I don't have school, I don't have to worry about homework or any projects, unless it's probably an experiment science thingy, which then, sadly, I'll have to do that, but still, I have Saturday to do those preparations and so. And if I know I'm not going to do something on Sunday, then I could always make the video on Saturday, which is something I fail to do at times. So anyways, as I said, try to make the tips as dark as possible with your orange. And I don't recommend this as much, but you can mix other colors in it, as in like red oranges and so, but I choose not to due to the color of my background that I'm planning on adding in last. I'm not gonna add the background in on this video because I think we're at about like over 10 minutes right now. I'm not exactly sure how much, but I'm just guessing, and most likely it's over 10 minutes right now. I talk a lot, I've realized. So that's how you do fire, or at least that's how I do fire. I may or may not do a next video relating to a topic like this, but if I do, then it's most likely coming out as a playlist of things relating to this. Because, oh, by the way, people, if you want to easily scroll through a few of my videos that relate to similar things, or you want to go through all of my videos, like for my new subscribers, if I get any new subscribers, that is. But for anyone who's subscribing to me, who's pretty recent to the who's pretty new, I should say, to the channel, I recommend you going through the playlists, because it's easier than to just scroll all the way to the bottom of my channel to find my first video and go up. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you all like and subscribe for more content, and for any new subscribers that come and visit, or in the future, if this video is still up by then, that view this video, thanks a lot. Your subscriptions mean a lot to me, and for all those who comment on what I should do for next week, thanks also, because you're helping me a lot, because I'm running out of ideas right now, hence why I did fire. And get this, I was really considering to draw countries. Yeah, this was mainly because my how to draw the earth video has about like 1,000 or so views, which kind of shocks me, yet I understand why. I understand why based off of the amount of likes it has, though, because I realize that many people actually search these things because they have like homework assignments on them. And yeah, so that's probably why that video has so many likes and so many views. Anyways, I don't really have much time because I don't want to make this video too long. It's about 15 minutes now, I'm not exactly sure. I talk a lot, so I think it's probably 15 or 14 or 13. But I'm gonna end this video pretty quickly now. So if you want to see this picture, you'll have to go and check out my Instagram, and it is Romageddon. And if you can't remember it, it's in the description below. that's all for now, guys. Have an awesome week. Later, guys.